Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and to some more Battle Brothers. In the last episode we began the adventures of the Northern Raiders, known as the Sons of Karls, and made the trek from the cold, harsh, bitter north to the southern portion of the world. And in today's episode we're going to continue where we left off. So, let's get to it. Okay, so we have our 5 brothers: Eric, Bran the Slayer, Gudir, Raymond, and Emmerich. Very nice. Things were going somewhat decent for me as I was jumping between the settlements of House Bartholin, and I was able to get some contracts done. I remember I took a contract from Rothstead to escort a caravan over to Hellenfest. So, that being said, what I want to do is first hop onto these mountains to uncover the land around. A few brigand thugs, a few brigand I would like to do this, but it's still a little much for the current company to handle. Unfortunately, I do want to find some locations, however. It seems like there's a settlement down here. Definitely need to go down there, see what's up, maybe find some good work. I would love to work on my ambition as well. Yes, there it is. Okay. 2-star or 2-skull contract, let's see. Negotiations. As you begin to take a seat, Otto of Shocktheum? I'm not exactly sure. Shocktheum. I'm just gonna go Shocktheum. Throws a scroll at you and unfurls as you catch it. You begin to read, but Otto Shocktheum starts with the news anyways. Traders from Sun Kajung have all agreed to no longer patronize Shaktiam until our little brigand problem is done away. The history of it is pretty simple, as I'm sure you're aware of the brigand's methods, but these damn vagabonds have been harrying the roads, pillaging caravans, and killing merchants. I know exactly where they are. I just need a man of guts and glory or gold to go and kill them. So what say you, mercenary? Name a price, and we can talk. How many crowns are we talking about? He nods. You look able, so I'm willing to pay you quite a bit. You are to receive 850 crowns when the contract is done. That's pretty good. So we'll accept Lone Dagger's Cave. If I remember, that's right here. Yes. So I will accept. The thing is, I think I want to get at least one more brother before I go off into combat. Now I have a decent 75 body armor. I'll just need a slightly better helmet. And I'll probably roll with a Nomad Mace so we can try to get some stun and have a bit of CC. Now, let's see. Yeah, the stuff is rather expensive here because of the ambushed trade rounds. You can see that they're selling for 20% more. So I don't want to be doing that. Well, I only have 680 crowns, so I can't go too crazy with who I spend it on, so it's going to be between Arnie and Raymond. Hopefully one of them is a good pick. He's okay. But Raymond on the other hand is incredibly good. 3 stars in melee attack. I got a star in fatigue, some HP. He has Iron Jaw, so the threshold to sustain injuries on getting hit is increased by 25, which is really nice. And he has a Hate for Beast, so plus 10 resolve. Alright, Raymond, welcome to the company. Let's get you one of these. Get you a Nomad Mace, a Wooden Shield, and I'm just gonna have to get him a helmet. Obviously, I'm going to give him the helmet that Emmerich has. In the meanwhile, Emmerich can just have a straw hat. Okay. Got my ragtag team now. I think I should be able to accept it and hopefully clear it out. I remember eyeing this in the last episode, but it was a bit much for me. Oh, and here we have a city-state rather close by. That's good to know. As well as a blazing shelter. So what are we up against? Some brigand thugs and a few brigand raiders. Alright. They have fortifications, but I'm not too worried about that. They don't have any ranged units with them, so things are going to be a bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is everybody. They have 80 and 105. So I need to try my best to keep these guys alive without damaging their equipment too much. Because it'd be really nice to get this 80 body armor and that 105 helmet. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. And like I said, since they don't have range, I don't really need to worry too much about them hanging out behind their fortifications. I'll actually move up, put up a shield wall. I'm gonna unfortunately miss. We have 2 Raymonds. It's pretty funny. Well, not a good start for us, but that is. Oh, and he also has a flail. I wouldn't mind having a flail, honestly. Ooh, that's huge, actually. Okay, we've got the stun off, that's really good. I'm actually gonna wait with Raymond to see what this brigand thug decides to do. I have a feeling that he's probably gonna jump. Give me 1 sec. Just gonna lower the volume a smidge. I have a feeling he's gonna jump here, but you never know. And I want to wait again. Raymond the archer will have to focus on these guys over here. Very nice, yeah. And probably want to move Emmerich up. Oh, he missed. They both missed. Okay, always want to attack the people who still have the opportunity to go. That's not good. Neither is that. Oh, come on. Well, there goes Brand, unfortunately. It always starts off so well, and then it just turns to hell. Okay, Gudir is retreating, unfortunately. And Raymond is not doing very well for me. Well, I can't focus on getting armor because I need to focus on surviving now. And these people just can't seem to land hits. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, since I am playing Northern Raiders, there is a decent chance I can get the... Oh, he's fleeing, I didn't even see. There's a chance I'll still get the loot, even if it's broken. I'll run them down. There we go. Well, there goes Brand, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to find a good replacement for him. Yeah, I didn't get the body armor, but I did get the helmet at least, and some other decent loot. Okay, so Gooter already has a 105. This is going to be a jump up of 10. And he's going to get 3 extra fatigue back. Raymond can take that helmet. Emmerich can take the full leather helmet back. And I think I'm actually going to swap out the mace for a falcon instead. +4, very nice. He does have a bit low resolve, so I'll have to put a few levels into it in due time. I definitely want to take crippling strikes. I was always a fan of that on backliners, especially with polearms. It's nice to be able to be at a distance and still manage to inflict good injuries on people. Auto up Shaktiem, excuse me, leans back in his chair, folding his hands over his lap. Sellswords don't sit right with many folks, I suppose on the account of y'all killing and destroying whole villages on a short-changed whim, but I'll admit you've done good. He nods to a corner of the room where a wooden chest lays unopened. Oh, I apologize, it's a bit early right now where I am, so I'm awake, but at the same time I'm not awake, so I might be yawning here and there. So I'll try my best to contain it. It's all there, but I won't be offended if you need to count it. You do count it, and it is indeed all there. We gain 850, crowns well deserved. Nice. Well, I'm gonna have a little bit of drinks, gonna get that broken nose fixed up. And now that I have a bit of extra cash, I want to see. He's already better than, well, 105. He max rolled that fatigue. These are both really whatever. Though he has 13 base. Melee defense. What I think I forgot to mention before with the mod is this only shows their stats without taking into consideration their traits. So he rolled 8 out of 12, which is pretty good. So he starts off 8 base without anything, and then we have to add the 5 ourselves, so he's at 13 melee defense. Along the road. As you walk along the road, a throng of ragged-looking men speed past you. They clear off a path and jump down into an embankment and hide behind a wall of bushes. With the shrubbery still swaying, another group of men soon appears. Before the first man even speaks, you already know what's coming. Apparently some laborers have agreed in union to abandon a project over what the pursuing overseers simplify as issues. They ask if you've seen these ne'er-do-wells. And we haven't seen anyone around these parts. All of the overseers take off in the wrong direction except one. He stands still by the roadside, looking down the embankment. For a brief moment you consider taking a cool blade across his neck, drawing the words out of his throat instead of his mouth. The man quickly turns to his comrades and yells and points down the hillside. Sensing they're being seen, the laborers dash out of the bushes going this way and that. They must be malnourished, for most move with the speed of a skeleton climbing a flight of stairs. The ensuing battle is rather gruesome and uncalled for, the overseers being quite punitive in their capturing measures. When it is all said and done, they begin to depart just as quickly as they came. The laborers now tied up in rope and their heads covered with sacks. Before he leaves, the head overseer shares a word of contempt for you. With your blade slowly coming out of its sheath, you ask the man if he has anything else he wishes to add. He spits and shakes his head no. Then move out of my sight. Well, I tried my best to make sure that those laborers weren't gonna get caught, but they still did, unfortunately. Alright, well, I think it's time to spend a little time in the south, trying to make some coin down here in the great city-state of Tanweer. They got an armor. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Just gonna let you enjoy the scenery here quickly. Okay, I apologize. I just had to go clear out my nose and grab myself a quick little snack. So, as I was saying, they have an armor here, a taxidermist, a temple, and an alchemist. I would like to get another brother. They don't cost any daily wages, which is nice. However, I haven't had that to be much of an issue. And I know they can be rather good disposable brothers, but I'm trying to get some good long-term brothers here. Okay, Yazir isn't terrible, but he is a pessimist, so he has really low resolve. What about Shun al-Sal? He's disloyal. He's a night owl. He's okay. Nazir al-Wahiri, excuse me. He would be cool, but he's super expensive. What about Wasi ibn Nusa? Oh, there we go. He got iron lungs plus 3 fatigue recovery per turn. This is really good. 98. Alright. Welcome to the company. So, it's time to swap out some stuff. Yeah, 70 fatigue, that's fine. Now, I know I did say that it doesn't really make sense for barbarians to be running around using shields and everything, since they're more just running. It's like a high risk, high reward kind of deal with them, the way I see it, but that last fight where Bran lost his life sort of put things into perspective for a bit, and I know normally with any other origin or any other playstyle, really, you always want people with shields early on, because having high melee defense means you're not going to worry about getting hit, so I do need to do that. Well, let's see, 492, wow, I'll make literally no money off of it. What do they have here though? They have silk, which I can sell to the north for a bit of a higher profit if I remember correctly. Okay, well let's look at these contracts. Excuse me. Negotiations. Sahir al-Ben Ali of Tanweer is surrounded by a harem of half-naked women. He is holding up a severed hand, which, surprisingly, the woman seem more fascinated with than disgusted. As he sees you, the vizier drops the hand and wipes his hand. Let me reread that. The vizier drops the hand and wipes his hand on the shoulder of one of the women, this time garnering a bit of disdain, albeit slavenly muted. Sahir al-Ben Ali of Tanweer snaps his fingers at a servant who rushes over with a jar of wine. The vizier sighs and shoos the servant away and snaps his finger once more. A second servant realizes he's been called and comes forward, hurriedly handing you a scroll and speaks its words aloud. Monsters have been spotted near Tanweer, and they are to be destroyed post-haste. The reward for this is not spoken quite so loudly. Instead, the servant taps the pages where a number has been written. 440 crowns. This is our kind of work. We read this gesticulation. 440. Yes, I can accept, and we can see what is terrorizing. The city-state. This probably won't it uncovers a bit. Ah, here we go. These are the tracks I'm looking for. It's probably going to be some hyenas and maybe serpents. 3 hyenas are easy enough, hopefully. Alright, very nice. Still misses. That's good at least. Yeah, Raymond here, unfortunately, isn't the best brother. Okay, I actually made it around. Okay, that's very nice. As is that. I might have to find something else for him to do other than being ranged. Such as getting a pole arm. Because 37, he's just not making any shots that he needs to. Alright, easy enough. No level ups unfortunately, but that's fine. Got some strange meat, I'll take it. Food is food. We got a raging hyena fur, which can be used to craft. And we got some acidic saliva, which can also be used to craft. Not bad. After the battle, you're not entirely sure, as you're not particularly knowledgeable about the creature, but you find yourself staring at the hyenas with contempt. They bear the marks of trash diggers, cretins which hunt the weak despite having the strength and number to fight for their food. It is only when meeting you, seeing their own finality on the line, that they decide to fulfill their beastly destiny. You cut their heads off and return a ready... Oh. I flipped those words. You cut their heads off and return... Oh my god, I did it again. You cut their heads off and ready a return to Sahir al-Ben Ali of Tanweer. Let's be done with this. We have crowns to collect. Okay. On your return, Sahir al-Ben Ali of Tanweer is already outside his palace when you return. He has a few men in silken garb standing at his side. When you deposit the hyenas' corpses, these men hurry the bodies away. The vizier remains with a few guards at his side. He snaps his finger and a servant hands you a chest of crowns. The vizier nods. Well done, crownling. We shall make good use of these parcels which have been delivered in good time. Parcels? You You thought you were here to help solve a monster menace. As guards hurry you out of the square, you eye one of the wise men using a protractor to start making measurements while another man sets up a pedestal and begins to paint. We gain 440 and it is a successful hunt. No, he's rather cheap. Let's see. He's already better than Raymond. 42. Wow, he has a lot of melee defense. Stars, rather. He unfortunately mid-rolled that. What about Uthman? He's not terrible. Zahari. Not horrible. And Tamim. Or Tamim, excuse me. He'd be a good backliner, but still not really worth the money to recruit him. There are no negotiations, one skull. There are no horns, no confetti, no cheers, but there's still yet a certain level of pomp when you enter Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier's room. It is so decorated with golds and silvers, intricate jewelries made by genuine craftsmen, and a harem of nothing but the most attractive women, that one can't help but be spurred to do whatever if they ask, if only to have a chance to partake in the seemingly day-to-day festivities. Husni ibn... I think it's Ibn. That's how I'm gonna say it, so. Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier, sits upon a pile of cushions. Ah, Crowdling, I've been expecting you. Please, come no closer. You will scare my attractions. I have a simple task for you. Nomads have been plundering my caravans. Hereat, excuse me. I'm with fewer coins in my coffers. I'm sure you understand what it is like to be deprived of in any manner. To be deprived of in any manner, yes? You seem so dumb, so blank, so well involved with what you do. I need those nomads killed, and I'm willing to pay 380 crowns to have it done. Does this language please whatever resides between those ears? Wow, this guy's a real jerk. Just you wait, Grand Vizier. Should the Holy War come and I decide to fight the South, we'll see what he thinks about us. Alright, but that being said, let's talk payment. He nods. Yes, good. I was thinking about payment for your task earlier. You'll get 380 crowns. Sure. You drive off the nomads at sand-covered tents southeast of Tanweer. Sure. Ooh, what I need to do is actually... Oh, tools are rather cheap down here, which is nice. I do want to sell some stuff, I think. And let me visit the taxidermist. Can I do anything? I can make some war dog armor, but I don't have a war dog. Also, it's rather pointless to do so. Okay, I don't know why they're taking such a long route down. I guess it doesn't connect here. It's interesting that it doesn't, but the game does know best, I guess. Let's zoom in a bit. Yep, turns out there is no connection between here, unfortunately. Alright, just some nomad cutthroats. Should be easy enough. Okay, we're gonna wait, move up. 64% chance. Nice, we hit him on the head. I'm actually gonna do riposte here. I'm gonna go in. 57 chance. Well, we got 57, but I don't want to build up that much more fatigue. So, Before I attack, we have Flail, which can ignore the bonus to melee defense granted by shield, which is nice. And we also have Lash, which has a higher fatigue cost, but a guaranteed chance to hit the head. Right now I'm just looking to get any kind of damage on them. So I only really care about using Flail. Little pocket sand. Let's get one hit in on this cutthroat and a hit on this guy, hopefully. Just did a bit of damage to their armor. And let's shoot him. Oh, nice. Put up a shield wall. And I want to move Emmerich up here so he has range to attack 3 people instead of 2. It's 65 across the board. If I hit him, there's a good chance I kill him, right? Yeah, 60 to 80 to hit points, 0 to 24, which ignores armor. Yeah, very nice. Oh, we rolled a 1. Wow, really? Well, that's unfortunate that I've already lost my new recruit. Well, at least Raymond made both his shots there. That's unfortunate. He was actually a nice addition. And I didn't get the armor back from him. I got his weapon at least, but the armor is what I'm more concerned about. Not so much the weapons. I am curious to see what's over here, so I will make a bit of a longer way back to the city-state. If I stand up here, it should uncover. Or I thought it would uncover a bit more. Yeah, that's unfortunate that he's already died. How many people have we lost? Only 2. Brandon, Wasi. Alright, so the other city-states are probably somewhere over there. Okay, I think I'm gonna head back to Rothstad now. On your return, as you approach Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier's room, a woman claps from across the lobby. You look over and she is already far too close. 4 birds perch upon her shoulders, and they sway with every step. Crowning, she produces a satchel and hands it over. Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier need not smell you once more. This far into his home is sufficient. Count it if you wish to insult us, leave if you wish to please us. She turns on her heels and walks away, her otherworldly dress flowing side to side. One of the birds rotates on her shoulder and squawks at you. We gain 380 crowns, and yes, we got paid. Alright, they have no more work down here, so I think it's time to head back to the north for a bit. Try to find some more recruits. The Oracle. I've never seen this. The remains of a temple that once housed an oracle in an age long past. Although ruined now, people still flock to it and have visions of things that will come to pass. Well, let's see what's up here. As you approach, venturing into the vestibule of the ancient oracle is like stepping into someone else's dream. A man and woman listlessly shift around its pillars, the timid scratch of shoes across stone faintly filling the air. And day or night, the architectural curvature brings a pale and somber shadow to its strange halls, as though it were permitted eternity beneath the moon herself. People of all religions come to the oracle with a shared sense of awe. Nobody knows which priestly being once dwelled there, nor what clerical colors they donned. Despite these mysteries, many believe that sleeping inside the oracle... Sorry. Let me start that sentence over. Despite these mysteries, many believe that by sleeping inside the oracle, one can harness visions of their own future. An admirable faith to have, though you find it ironic, these ethereal meanings must be sought by using the faithful's hand and feet to get there. For now, an impoverished and clustered tent city has glommed onto the oracle's edges. It is a decrepit end for those who have buoyed themselves to hope they've made themselves refugees of reality. Our fate will lead us here again in time. Okay, interesting. There's only 5 of us, but I think we can beat some nomad cutthroats. I can give him a bit of melee defense. If I have to retreat, I will, obviously. 5 on 5. 2 shields. Nothing too crazy. This time I'm not gonna move forward though. I'm gonna have them come to me. Managed to overshoot twice. Unfortunate that he doesn't land his ripostes 2 times in a row. 45 versus 65. Yeah, definitely want to take that 65% chance to hit. Okay, that's really good. That is not good, unfortunately. Well, I'm actually gonna wait with Emmerich. I want Guder to do his work. 48 and 48. Yeah. There's no point in trying to shoot him. 28% chance, I might as well go for that and one-shot him. Or kill him rather, not one-shot him. Yeah. I wasn't expecting for that to hit. Yeah, unfortunately, without Polar Mastery, we get the minus 15% chance to hit those who are directly adjacent to me. Oh. It's very good. Well, at least it didn't whiff completely. And we got 3 levels up. Very nice. And quite a lot of goodies. We got some spices, some food, some crowns, supplies. Nice. Yeah, so it's always really good to find and take locations, assuming you have the means to do so, because not only is it a good experience for your brothers, but obviously it is a good way of getting gear and money. Okay, I'm gonna take a brawny on everybody. Get a bit of extra fatigue back. $79 up to 84. Very good. So I have a lot of stuff to sell, which is nice. I have some decent trade goods. So yes, we can see various flavors, flavorful and rare spices heating from the southern realms. These ingredients are highly sought after in the north. So if I go back to where we started, in the snowy portions, I can sell these for more, but unfortunately, the north is still not a big fan of the Sons of Karl. So until our relations return back to, I think at least cold, is it? I won't be able to do anything. And over time, yeah, you can see right at the very bottom, it says over time relations slowly trend back to neutral. So it's gonna be a while before I get up back to neutral, and if I start to raid their caravans, it's gonna take even longer. But who really cares? I have the city-states and House Bartholin to employ me. Alright, nothing to do at the temple, which is good. They have a rebuilding effort, so they're buying and selling materials for 35% more, and that's only in high quality wood though. So there's some decent gear here. I have plenty of weapons at my disposal, so now it's just finding the right brother. Now it would be great to get a hunter, because you can see they're just really good in terms of range. Even a poacher's not bad. 49. I need somebody with stars in range though. Wow. Hildebert, he is 60. He max rolled his HP. He almost max rolled his fatigue. 3 stars in melee defense. Let's see what's up with Bodo. Okay, he's not good. Okay. Hildebert's gonna join the company because he can be a rather good tank. So I'm gonna want to give him padded leather and a full Kenton cap. Or, not a Kenton, there's no N. A Keton. A Keton? A Keton cap. And I think I'm gonna give him a flail. I'm a big fan of flails. Yeah, very good. And I'll sell these spices because we are a bit low on crowns. And I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, I can sell this bear head piece at this point. We're doing good on provisions. Tools were okay, same thing with ammunition and medical supplies. Nothing interesting there. Let's see what these 3 contracts are. Negotiations. 1 skull. Everett comes along with a small boy racing at his sides. When they get to you, the pair talk at the same time, stop, and then start again. You hold your hand up and then point to the little boy, who immediately says that Hilfrich, the merchant, wishes to see you. You then point to the battle brother, who says a local bitch has birthed puppies, and maybe the Sons of Karl could take one. Pursing your lips, you tell the boy to take you to his master, who is found already waiting for you. I'm all ears. You You find Hilfrich the merchant studying a few maps on his desk. He trails a finger on the edge of one map and continues it on to another. I need an escort to site Seagow, a day northeast of here. Will it be dangerous? Of course. That's why I got you, sellsword. Are you interested? He nods. Yes, good. I was thinking about payment for your task earlier. You'll get 150 crowns when the contract is done. Okay, we'll think about it. We'll see what's up with this one. So once again, Helfrich the merchant got up. Hilfried the merchants got his feet up on the table when you enter. He puts his hand behind his head, looking a little too relaxed for your taste. Good tidings, Captain. What say you leave from all that killing and dying? He raises an eyebrow at your response, which is precisely none at all. Huh. I figured you'd jump on that opportunity. No matter. It was a lie. I need you to take a certain package to Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier, a fellow residing in Tanwir. The cargo has undoubtedly garnered some ill-intentioned eyes, which is why I need your men watching it for me. If you're interested, which you should be, let's talk numbers. So payment, it's 550 crowns when the contract is done. Alright, that sounds good. And what is this? Okay, Tobjorn, Jorn, whatever. So 3 skulls, by the way. The trade master is reading one of many scrolls. He angrily tosses it onto a pile of others. The people of Rothstad are rightfully furious. Do you know a brigand, possibly in a league with other vagabonds, managed to steal my ceremonial staff from us? That artifact is of immeasurable value to me, and to the people, of course. You shrug. And you want me to get it back for you? The man points a finger. Precisely, smart sellsword. That is exactly what I want you to do. Follow the footprints of the thievery and return the item which the town rightfully owns. What's it worth? 740. Okay, I think I read that text before. It's just that was my bad. Now, hopefully, I'll remember for the next time. Okay, first, I want to do this because 550 crowns is rather nice to take, and it's just a short run through the desert again. So I will do this contract, maybe get another contract done in Tanwir, assuming they have something. If not, I'll probably head back to Rothstad quickly, and I will do the escort to Seagow and wrap up the episode since it's close to hitting the 50-minute mark. At Tanwir, Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier, is a squat man, and he carries the Vizier's emblem and signage as though it were as heavy as the crate you just brought him. I've given the Vizier much, and what does he use to repay me? A crownling's sweat. May the guilder blink when gazing upon that man's future. You say nothing to this, in part because you wonder if it is a test to see if you'll agree with him and turn yourself out to be an enemy of the ever-majestic Vizier. The man stares at you for a moment, then shrugs and continues. I have your payment here. The coin is all accounted for, though I will not take offense if you wish to count it yourself. I see you already are. Good. See, it's all there. Now run along, little crownling. You gain 550 crownlings. Crowns well deserved. Ooh, moving sands. The area around the city has been infested with swarming serpents, some especially large. Trade has suffered and goods have become more rare and expensive. Buying items for 10% more, and there are 15% fewer items for sale. This is actually the perfect chance to sell my dyes for 550 and make a nice profit of 61 crowns per thing. I have 2,500 now, very nice. Yeah, but let's see. You find Husni. Once again, it is a 3-star 3-skull contract. You find Husni ibn Tasuf, the Grand Vizier, petting a wildly tall bird with pink feathers and long black legs. He's feeding it crickets, what the bird does not seem to care much for. Ah, I spoiled you, little doveling. He begins to feed the strange creature a long silvered fish, which he pulls alive and out of a golden bucket. He talks without looking at you as the bird gulps down fish after fish. We here have acquired knowledge that serpents are in the wetlands of here. The scales of said serpents is worth a considerable amount, not in gold, of course, but in our fine tastes. We desire that you head there and herd said scales into backpacks, and trot your little legs back here. The man raises a finger, raises it even further, then points it at the tiles beneath his feet. And for that, we will pay you 1,220 crowns. The pink bird prunes itself and seemingly stares at you instead of its caretaker. I'm interested. I have 6 people. I'm a bit worried to try to fight serpents on a 3-star contract, though. That's a bit scary. What if we have Mutar actually might be a better pick for a ranged brother. 42, yeah. Let me see what's up with Talha. He's okay, and what northern? Gisselher, let's see. Now let's do this. And I need to put this. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Gotta do this. Very nice. I know I put some points into range for him, but I might just make him a disposable frontliner, honestly, since he's not amazing. Give him a 75. Can only get him a 30, and I'll give him a blunt cleaver, I guess. And if Raymond dies, so be it, but with this, I'm actually gonna try this in the next episode, because... Actually, no, I lied. I'll try this right now. Southwest, so I need to head this way, actually. Along the way, all this running about the land has increased the stamina of the men. One runs in place, holding a finger to his neck. He remarks that his heart rate isn't going up at all. Another brother remarks that the guy doesn't even know how to count. The running man pauses. Oh, that's right. Raymond gains +1 max fatigue. Nice, it's all worth it. Now, finding these serpents seems to be quite the pain. Along the way, there's a few children playing in a swampy puddle, mud caked up to their knees and elbows alike. They look at you and ask what you're up to. When you state your business, the kids laugh. Serpents, they're small game, nothing which to concern yourself as far as I'm concerned. Keep your eyes peeled. Here we go. And it was only 4 serpents, so I think I should be able to deal with this. Hopefully. Oh, very nice. And Mutar is up top, meaning he's going to get some height advantage. Yeah, I need to see what all these serpents decide to do. Okay, one of them's in there. Where was it? Okay, so I can't even do anything about this. 27 to 27. Yep, definitely gonna try for that, but I'm not gonna move with anybody. I need to see what the serpents decide to do. Well, since he got pulled, we'll need to go on the offensive now. Yeah, unfortunately, 5, 8, 7. We've got some very low hit chances here. Oh. Well, Raymond, it was nice knowing you. Oh, he only got struck down, though. Oop, I do not want to end the round. That would be catastrophic. I'll... Okay, that's one down. Okay, you only got struck down again, so it's not terrible. But it isn't the best. Luckily, none of my main brothers... Oh, speak of the devil. 23, yeah. Apparently these guys are super hard to hit. Okay, Emmerich finally lands his first hit. A pierced leg muscle on a snake. Oh. Raymond's fleeing. That is not good. Wow, that killed Gooter? That is not good either. Maybe fighting these serpents was not the best idea. Oh, come on. Fine. Well, that's really, really bad that I lost Gooder. Raymond is traumatized, minus 40 resolve and % resolve and minus 30% initiative. Hildebert has brain damage. He gets plus 15 resolve, but minus 25% to experience gain and initiative. Yeesh. Got some serpent skin and some glistening scales, however. After the battle, the serpents are all dead, strongly indicated by their unmoving status. Just to be sure though, you go around chopping all their heads off, sufficiently assured. Nothing can survive such strokes of damage. You sling the serpents into a knapsack and ready a return to Husni Ibn Tasuf the Grand Vizier. Let's be done with this, we have crowns to collect. Well, that is really unfortunate, yeah. 12 resolve, he's just gonna break like crazy. Brain damage, it's not the worst thing to get, I guess. That was not good though, to have to lose Gooter. But I'm gonna have over 3,000 crowns at least, so we can rebuild the company. You are relieved of the serpent scales by a horde of helpers. The vizier is at their command, staring quite sternly. staring quite sternly from the rear of the room. As they depart, he raises his hand and claps. Four helpers come over carrying one satchel. You think you're being surprised with extra pay, but when they hand it off, you can hold it just fine by yourself. You look over at the lid to see the vizier grinning sheepishly. You take the 1,220 crowns and make your leave. Yep, we gain 1,220, and they no longer have moving sands. I have some other stuff from. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the well, I do want the temple, actually. Gotta treat all these, but I want the taxidermist. I can make a large powder bag, which contains ammo for 7 uses for some exotic firearms, which I do not have yet. Okay, well, that was rather unfortunate that I lost Guder, but I have, like I said, a lot of crowns, so I can head back north and try to rebuild, or not try, and I will rebuild the company. Just going to be rather costly. I have his axe hammer, at least I don't have any armor, well, and the leather helmet. So just to buy some chest armor and find some decent recruits. But that being said, it is time to wrap up the episode since we've hit over the hour mark, and yeah, I don't want to go any longer because it's going to take a while to upload, and as fun as it is to play, it can be a lot to watch an hour of this game. So, that being said, let me save and quit, and thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. In the next episode, like I said, we're going to start rebuilding the company, and hopefully then I'll actually get to work towards my ambition, and not say that I will and not actually do it. So, have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. If you enjoy my content, do consider checking out my Twitch channel. I tend to stream Monday through Fridays. Right now I'm playing through some Heroes of Might and Magic 3 campaigns, so if that interests you, do check it out. But if not, feel free, or I don't want to pressure you, of course. So, I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, take care and goodbye.